but I like cotton candy grapes.
Thank you, Kristin, for the kind offer.
Hey, since we're talking food, let's get one out of the way.
Right up front.
Right up front.
Love it.
Gets it ahead of time. RP strength. Oh, here we go. This is the good one. This is the one you like. Let's see if we changed
I
it.
just actually asked them about
You
this
ready?
today.
Oh,
I
you
need
did
to
talk
do
about
this.
RP strength.
Yeah.
You guys know I've been using the RP the RP Diet app for a while now. It really helps me focus on training and not worry about what I'm eating. We've been pretty busy around here putting these videos out for you guys on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, he stumbled a bit there.
Well, I stopped it because it was pumping.
Pudding,
And
yeah,
I
so you
don't
changed it
like
to pudding.
pumping.
Oh, you did.
Remember?
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
changed
better.
it.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to lose fat, gain muscle, or improve your performance, search RP Diet app in the App Store. Use referral code Froning if you're going to start it.
I'm going to start it.
Use referral code Froning to save 33% on your subscription. Don't forget to find them on Instagram at RP Strength. What do you want, Dave?
He wants
Just
to know
kidding.
about RP strength.
No.
Do you want to know about RP Strength? You want it? You want RP Strength? Okay. What? What's up? Buddy?
Oh. I'll go oat milk, please.
Oat milk.
Thank you.
Good news.
Oh, Dave's getting you making lattes, Dave? Old lattes. Old Dave latte.
Dave O latte, Dave
I mean,
Oats.
No, he's
I'll
getting-
ditch
he's
this
going
in
to
a
get some
heartbeat.
Yeah, seriously.
We're practicing the. Yeah, there we go. Hey, we're gonna do a buffalo brew.
Oh,
This is the
look
whole.
at that.
Black
We got sleeves. Look at that. See, this side says Buffalo Brew Coffee, and this side has the buffalo on
That's
it.
first class.
I mean, that looks good.
It's but a stamp too.
Awesome.
It's genuine.
That's a super.
Wait, don't pick me up a coffee.
You guys.
We're needing to test
Okay,
stuff. We're completely ruining
Sorry,
this
we're getting
podcast.
really lost in traffic.
Dave's coming in. He's working on getting the coffee shop up and running. Long time up and running. So
Like this week, maybe,
this
right?
week, hopefully, I said soft opening
Yeah.
Thursday or Friday. So
When this thing gets released, it'll be open. Coffee
yeah,
shop
the
will be
coffee
open.
shop will be open.
Get over here,
Sweet.
people.
Yeah.
Come on, if anybody, probably nobody in Cookville listens to this podcast though. So
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I got a couple of friends.
Come on over.
I got a couple of
I
friends.
have friends. They
They're
listen to
here.
it.
They'll be there. Then we go.
None of my friends listen to this podcast, so my wife doesn't listen to it.
Yeah. I've asked my wife several times, hey, did you hear what we said? No, she didn't.
Hillary
listen
was
to the
like,
podcast.
"So what's the difference between your Into the Storm podcast and your regular podcast?" I was like, "Nothing, Hillary. Actually, nothing."
The same. Man.
So Tasia got her 23andMe,
I got my
and
23andMe results.
completely not her mother's lied to her entire life.
Basically.
So what's the deal?
I'm not as much Italian. I was been told since I was little that I was just basically like Italian and Polish. Like I assumed maybe 60-40
Okay.
or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh.
I have only 8% Italian in me.
Oh, wow.
So that's 60, but I'm mostly 98% European, 58% Northwestern European. I've got a little bit of Polish, Italian in there, so there wasn't a complete lie.
You haven't been living a
and then
complete
a bunch
lie.
of Trice going down, so a bunch of.
So what's the general European thing? What does that mean? When they say you're Northern European or
so it's
you're from that region?
yeah, European is so like I'm 98.7% Northwestern European, so it gives you a region.
Oh, okay.
It says I'm 55% French and German, 26.7% British and Irish, 0% Finnish, 0% Scandinavian, and it says 17% broadly Northwestern European.
Broadly.
Whatever that means.
Right.
Yeah, that's some of that.
And then I have some broadly Southern European, like 0.3%. And then I have 0.4% Nigerian.
I got 0.4 or 0.2.
That's random.
Yep. So
Wow. I want to do it.
I thought you were Irish.
Yeah.
I had Irish.
26.7% German or Irish and British. It
All
says.
right, okay, I missed
Yeah,
that.
I got a little Egyptian in me too.
Oh, wow.
You look kind of Egyptian.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but
No
I'm gonna take
idea.
it as a compliment.
Who was the Egyptian queen?
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. Is that right? Was that Egyptian?
Yeah, Cleopatra.
Okay.
Ew.
See, I was just trying to come up
Pulling
with
out the
something.
knowledge, Yeah.
Ben,
Queen Tasia.
Yes.
aren't you? What? Am I more Irish than you?
Yeah, I'm only 17%.
Yeah, and you're like red hair.
Red hair, pale skin, dance really good.
What other ethnicities are you?
It's like 80% Welsh.
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 Welsh, yeah.
That's all I know.
That's pretty. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's a
British-
strong
It was
number.
like there was
Yeah.
some like 0.2% stuff that I wouldn't.
Yeah, Trice stuff.
Yeah, doesn't even matter. I guess.
Wouldn't claim.
Is this from your 23andMe?
Yeah.
I got to do this.
Yeah, no, it's cool. There are certain things too that I enjoyed seeing. Like, I'm more likely to get bit by mosquitoes, which I've known that because I feel like
See,
I get
I'm
bit by mosquitoes.
opposite.
And to be more itchy from them. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like they're like,
Yeah.
and I didn't know if I was just sensitive, but that proves my point.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with you.
No.
You're all right.
No.
Yeah,
They just like you.
There's some like, I do have a variant detected of the macular degeneration.
Oh, okay. Join me.
I don't have any other.
Join me. Welcome.
I don't have. It says I'm typically a typical likelihood to have type 2 diabetes.
I think I had that too. But the most fearful was I've got one of the Alzheimer traits. But when I looked at the percentages, so it's at age, what is it? By the age of 65, my percent goes up by like 2% or something.
Right.
And then at 75, I'm like 15% more likely to have it. And at 85, I'm 30% more likely.
Right.
So that's, I mean, still low odds.
Sure.
So I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, you should. That's not.
Did you see
I feel
that?
Like you shouldn't worry
did
about
you do
that.
the wellness one?
Let me look.
So mine's less likely to have alcohol flush, less likely to consume caffeine, less
That's a
likely
lie.
to have deep sleep, predisposed to weigh less than average, lactose intolerance, it says likely tolerant,
We're like exactly the same.
muscle composition, common in elite power
I
athletes,
got that too.
Ooh. Okay.
saturated fat and
Nice.
weight, similar, likely similar weight,
Yep.
sleep movement. Likely more average than more average movement, which that's me.
Okay. Yeah, we're the same except for mine's likely to consume. All those are the same. The caffeine. right?
Caffeine.
Likely.
I thought yours was gonna be likely to consume alcohol. Like you're a drunk.
I have the unlikely to flush alcohol thing, so
Oh.
that means it affects me more.
Really, you're winning. Yeah, right?
This one's it goes by ability to match musical pitch, less likely to be able to match musical pitch. I have no
I
idea.
have 50-50.
I've never once played a musical instrument. Likely can smell asparagus.
Yep, I have that.
Back
What?
hair,
Why is that a
likely
thing?
in my upper back. Yep.
Back hair.
It says likely no bald spot. That one's wrong.
Liar.
Come on, people.
Do you
Bitter.
have the cilantro one?
Do what?
The cilantro where it says you're more likely to not like it?
I think it was in there.
What does yours say about your bald spot?
It says nothing about it. Hair thickness?
Slightly higher odds to dislike cilantro. I hate cilantro as I'm eating
Yeah.
Chipotle filled with cilantro.
How did you? Sorry, how did you do that?
23andMe.
So I did not get that. I got the ancestry, like you spit in.
I did both.
So how do they? Is that like a blood test, or is it?
No, it's spit. But what it does is it compares you with others that have. You have to go through and answer these questions and stuff, and somehow they figure all that out.
Well,
Yeah. It's pretty
There's like
good.
algorithms.
are you
to
worried
it.
that they have your DNA?
No, I could care less.
Okay.
I mean,
A little bit.
Oh, the world doesn't
Ben, are
need.
you worried that they have your DNA?
The world
No.
doesn't need another Rich Froning.
They've already got it. I mean,
My favorite one was I'm more or
3 is
likely
enough.
to wake up at 8:37 a.m.
Oh yeah, this was
Really?
something that we
That's my
need to
time.
institute.
Is that your time?
I wish.
Did it say
Where does it
that
say
for
that
you?
Mine's at the bottom, my wake up time.
What's your wake up time? Hers is 8:37.
Yeah. What's yours? Noon.
Time for me to wake up.
Not
Yeah.
anymore. Your wake up time is when your children get up now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
6:14.
I could
Oh,
never.
is that yours?
Do you
No.
get up early?
Yeah.
That's just what time.
I do too.
For the last 3 months that I get up. Where's that? Where's
Mine's
that
at the
at?
bottom of traits. Wake up time.
I
Likely
can't
to
get
have dark
past
hair.
like 5:45 if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm up.
You're just programmed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine says 8:28.
Oh,
What a-
8:27, 8:28.
I haven't done that in years.
37.
I was gonna say, man, what would it be like to sleep until
Yeah.
8? Wow.
Well, anyways,
Well, anyways,
we dove deep into 23andMe.
it was really good, actually.
I'm still going through it all. It's really exciting.
Did you just get it back like recently?
Like hours ago.
Oh, so this is
All new to me.
it's hot news.
Kristin
I was
with
excited.
me
I was excited hearing about stuff.
when I was reading about the chances of me having these.
Oh my
traits. I'm like,
gosh.
all right, here we go.
Well,
Here we
she's
go.
reading through it and she's like, okay, well, it says this and this and this. I'm like, does it say if you have it? And she's like, well, it's preemptively saying all this. I'm
Because
like,
it gives
that's
you,
probably
like,
good.
to read through to like prep you.
That's the last thing you need. Like we were
Yeah.
talking, we had that whole podcast on Friday about, not speaking things
Yeah.
into existence, basically.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Tasia, after that third round of that workout, she goes, I just don't recover well. And I was like, we just had this
that wasn't
conversation.
negative talk. That's fact.
No, you could still, that was negative talk. You're like,
No.
I'm going to be hurt. I'm
No,
going to be hurt.
I was like, because Chris and I discussed this. I go, it's really great because Haley's 19 and you have a magic ability of recovery. You recover.
It's not in my 23andMe.
That's what it says in
Shockingly,
23andMe.
it's not there.
It says you have a magic ability to recover.
Because whenever we do these workouts, because I've been doing lots of 3-part workouts, and I watch you guys go like this and get faster, and I watch you go like this.
But you stay
It's
fast.
because you know what's going to happen.
No, I went into the third one because I was like, Tasia, you got this. You can do it. Believe in yourself. So I started rowing at 1,300 like I did on the first two. And then the second one, I was like, almost at 1,300. Then the third one, I was like, you got to stay above 1,000. You can do it. Oh, so bad.
I honestly think the second workout we did was harder. Personally.
That one was harder, but different.
Today?
Yeah.
No.
The bar muscle up GHD pegboard for me. It was hard.
For you. Yeah.
It gave me a headache.
That was a lot.
GHD headache. But it was fun.
Yeah.
GHD headache. It just hurt.
How many GHDs did you do? I was watching, but it wasn't
30 every time.
30 every time.
So 120.
Wow.
So less than normal.
Yeah.
Wow.
By 30.
Took a little. Those pegboards at the end, because my core, like my grip felt decent for me, but my core was so smoked. I was like, just trying.
I always know I'm fatigued when I can't find where the peg
Yes.
goes. I'm like, oh, okay, we're good.
Like, oh, off to a strong start.
Like if I'm
It's
fresh,
like-
I'm almost like every single time.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Because is that like your nervous system just getting tired?
Yeah, accuracy's gone.
Fine motor skills gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
So it was a morning.
Speaking of that, CNS fried. What about the gym?
Yeah.
Jumping out of an airplane.
Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us.
Let's talk about that.
Talk about it. Tell us. What was your experience?
I think I've been wanting to do it my whole life, so I was really excited. Super, super excited. So I was trying to stay calm. And I was more just excited to do it.
Yeah.
The actually looking out of the plane, you were up there by the door the whole time on the way up, and so we're back a couple of feet away. But just kind of looking out, that was the freakiest part.
Yeah.
Honestly, just kind of like, oh wow, look at this. That's way down there.
Who was the
higher
first
and
one to exit?
Rich.
You were?
Yep.
Who was the last one?
Jake.
I don't know what's worse.
Okay. When I did
we
my
have
first
to come.
one.
We have to come back to Jake in a second.
Okay.
but-
Okay, when I did it, I wanted to be the first one to go because I thought if I saw other people like fall out, I might, and they were gone, I might just not do it.
It was like that whole part was the freakiest part for me. I was never scared because I knew we were going to be all right. But just, oh my God, like when he left, he was gone. Like he was there.
I'm gone.
And your body's like telling you like this shouldn't be.
That dude,
something you
the
should
owner
do.
guy's laying on his back, and all of a sudden, all three of you were gone, out the door, gone, and you're just like, okay, that just happened. So then I slid over there and got in the door, and that really wasn't that bad, because I was really trying to focus. My guy was Polish, and I couldn't understand a damn thing he was saying. So I was trying to think of, okay, he said, put your hands on the
Tasia's
strap.
ancestors.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Arch your back, arch your back. So I was fine until we left. And when we left, in that moment, that was the freakiest part. Like, oh, we're falling. Yep, this is happening. I'm in zero control of anything that's going on. This is
Did you
gonna work or
scream?
it's not gonna. No, I was totally silent.
anyone
I was
scream?
like, I don't think so.
Are you too stressed out that you can't scream? I feel like I'd be like, ah!
I wish I would have known what was your heart rate? Did you have it on your watch when you went out
The
the
highest
door?
I got was like 110, 112, something like that. Yeah. I've done a lot of stupid things in my life. Like I'm an adrenaline junkie, so that was like I was completely. At no point was I ever like I'm afraid.
Yeah.
As stupid as that sounds, like I'm just.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's just
You were
like
just
it was
amped.
something I wanted to do it. I was like, heck yeah,
Yeah.
let's do this. We'll have some fun. What blew my mind was how much we didn't have to do before.
Yeah.
So the whole process is we walk in, we're paying, doing all that stuff, figure out who wants to get videoed, everything. And we get all harnessed up, the first 5 of us. They walk back over and they're like, well, the joke was that Dave Oakes that came with us, he's never been in an airplane, let alone jumped out of an airplane. And so they're like,
Wait, he's never been in an airplane?
he's never been in an airplane.
So this is the first airplane ride and he jumped out of it.
And he jumped out of it.
What an awesome
So
thing.
he's like 38, almost
Yeah,
40-ish maybe?
I had no idea.
Yeah. And so
Still never landed in an
That's
airplane.
another level of commitment.
I like
because if
go
you've never
over,
ridden an
I'm
airplane.
like talking to Hillary. I'm like, hey, love you, whatever. And I walk back. Well, the guy walks up. He's like, hey, change the plans. Dave here got scared. We're not going to be able to jump. And Dave's like, no. So the deal was there was like crosswinds. And
Right.
so they were like super. And you could tell, like the guy came up to me and was talking to me. And he figured out who I was. So he was like already nervous. And he was like next level nervous. So then after he comes up, he's like, dude, I was a little sketched out because, these winds are kind of freaky. And so I'm like, all right, Like, I don't want to, like, I'm honestly, I'm not worried about, you know, the chute giving out or anything like that. I'm worried about the landing. You know, like,
that's where you could actually like break an ankle.
Break
or
an
something
ankle,
like
tear a
that.
knee,
Yeah.
you know, paralyzed, whatever. So I'm like, hey, I'm not, if you guys don't want to jump, you don't feel comfortable, you guys are professionals. I'm not trying to push anything like that. So they strip us down from the harnesses and they're like, all right, you know, we don't, the one instructor he made it sound like, it's not looking like it's going to get any better. You probably won't be able to jump today. But as we're walking out, we're kind of telling, I didn't realize it was the owner at the time. And he's like, who the hell said that? And I'm like, He's like, nope, we'll jump today. You guys come back. And we're like, it's already kind of like 1:30. It's kind of sketch already. Like, we're going to go to Chattanooga, we'll eat, and then we'll kind of assess the situation. I was like, you know, I got to get back to the kids. Like, I'm not going to come down here for a rain check because they don't do
no refunds.
No refunds.
Got 2 years.
And so we go eat at Mellow Mushroom downtown, and we're like, Brian calls, and there's, come on, we're waiting on you. We walk back in. They're like, hey, so is jumping. And I was like, I got to go first. I got to get home. They're like, all right, we'll switch it up. So they switch us up. He's like, all right, put the harness on. He's like, all I want you to do is put your thumbs behind the harness, try to kick me, keep your chin up. That's the only instruction whatsoever we got.
Kristin says that's frightening.
That was it. Nothing else said.
I mean, but also
And
it's
he's
kind of
like,
genius because you don't really have to do anything.
I'll tap you on the back and you can let your hands go. He goes, if your sunglasses, because he let me I was wearing some gaiters. He's like, if your sunglasses, he gave me lanyards so I didn't have to wear the stupid looking goggles. He's like,
like me.
Get all the lines,
He's like, all you have to do is push your glasses back on if they start to move. I'm like, all right, man. And that's all we did.
They didn't even talk about landing until we were halfway down.
Yeah.
He's like, my guy was like, hey, do an L sit when we're about to land. I'm like, okay.
So what do your feet hit the ground? Does your butt hit the ground?
Your butt, you just slide.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary
for tandems. Yeah.
It was actually that part was like easy.
Yeah.
Where were you going when you were like close to the ground? Did it feel like it was slow enough that you weren't gonna like hit your butt and like break your tailbone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my guy was like, you could tell he was nervous. He kept saying, he was like, you ever seen, was it the other guys where he's like, I don't want to be the guy that shot Derek Jeter. He's like, I don't want to be the guy that broke Rich Froning's legs. I was like, I don't want you to be the guy that broke Rich Froning's legs either. So
let's not do it.
Right.
And so the whole time you could just tell he was nervous. And as soon as we landed, he was like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Gosh.
The landing was easy because he literally, the guy I was with, he literally just set it down. He sat down on his rear and we didn't even slide. It was just done.
Yeah.
It was that easy.
My guy was like, oh, that wasn't my best. I was like,
Yeah, because you pull down like the toggles and then it like kind of like makes the parachute slow down a little bit when you're towards the ground.
I'm wondering like how slow, because I saw a senior yesterday and I was like, when you go senior, I'll go. And
Oh yeah, she committed.
But now
to
I'm
going with
feeling-
senior.
whoa.
But now I'm feeling like
I'll go
regret
again.
it.
I'll go again.
We're
She
doing
said
it
she's
again.
ready.
It really isn't that bad. Like, honestly, I'm saying it. At no point was I ever.
No.
But I also, like I said, I've
Yeah,
done a
yeah.
lot of stupid things in my day.
My 23andMe says I'm likely to be afraid of heights.
Okay. Well, you're definitely. Honestly, it's like it's.
I wouldn't go either, Tasia.
I wouldn't say it's awesome for 30 seconds, and then you're kind of like, oh, all right. It would be cool to like, all right, I'm down. Let me pack my chute. Let me go back up
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like if I had an all day pass where I could go, I'd be
Yeah.
in. But it's like
Yeah.
to do it once, I'm like, oh, it's my bucket list. I'm done. I would like to do. They said you can do a 6-hour class and jump yourself.
Yeah.
I would like
What?
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 hours and you can jump on your own?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
is that how you did it?
You still have people like
In the air with you.
yeah.
To fix you?
The hardest part, like, so we got. I actually didn't like being under canopy because there was just so much pressure on my crotch and on my sit bones. And so he's like, we were flying kind of around or whatever. He's like, here, you want to fly? I'm like, yeah, sure. And so I kind of pull, and I'm like, all right, take it back.
There you go.
I'm like, all right,
You're in
good.
charge.
My favorite part of the whole thing, because I've watched so many videos, was the cameraman who was, is that flying? Is that how you say it, Kristin?
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, Kristin's jumped like 100 bazillion times in her life.
Not that many, but
How many
So
jumps do you have?
like 150. It's not very many compared to like the people that were taking you guys probably had like thousands.
The one
and
guy
thousands.
had 5,886.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Colombian guy
How
that was
long
with
does that
Dave.
take? How many jumps can you get in a day?
If you're really cooking, you can. I guess if you're like training, you could do like up to 8, maybe.
Jeez.
Maybe 8 to 10 if you're real. If you have like 2 rigs and you can drop one, get it packed, and like jump right back on the plane. But
Did
like,
you ever jump with anybody tandem?
Yeah, 4 times, I think. Okay. And then they were like, I did it a bunch of times, and they're like, hey, you should do this on your own. And I was like, oh my gosh, no. and then she did it. And there it was.
So you have your own stuff now. You have your own rig and the whole 9 yards.
I do, but it's been a long time, so
yeah.
I would have to.
You trying to sell that stuff?
I mean, maybe.
There you go, Jim.
It's not your size, so there's that.
The only problem is we have to drive like an hour and 40 minutes to get there. Like if it was in Cookeville.
Yeah, was it in Chattanooga?
It's just northwest of Chattanooga.
25 minutes from Chattanooga.
Is that the closest one?
Yeah. Apparently it's one of the best ones in the South, too.
It was super first class. I mean, everything they had was really
That's
cool.
good to know.
Wait, what was first class? Like
just the whole facility, the airplane, and all the stuff, super clean. It wasn't janky at all. I kind of was expecting.
Did anyone get pictures or a video or anything?
Yeah.
Of the skydive?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I'd like to
We
see
got
this.
all the raw footage, and Dre's going to chop it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when that dude, the best part for me was when as you're falling and the guy who was taking pictures was just flying around in front of me.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. And he kept high-fiving the guy, and he was smiling and doing this thing.
Yeah.
And then right before we went under the chute, I didn't know it was coming because the dude didn't tap my shoulders. So all of a sudden the chute goes up, and when that guy fell away, it was just crazy. He was just gone. He was backwards and laying there, and he just fell, and he was just kind of like this, falling away. And I was like, that's awesome. Like,
oh my goodness.
going 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, Dad was pretty pissed.
He gets his like it yesterday when we talked to him too.
He gets his little he's got to get home, got to do stuff, and he just didn't want to wait around. So I hate that he missed it. But
I took pictures of you guys when you were ready to get on the plane the first time, and he's in that group. Yeah. That's counterfeit.
No.
He didn't jump. Delete.
Right?
It sucks because he's wanted to do it. He's wanted to do it his whole life, so it sucked seeing him just super disappointed
well, now he
on
has
Sunday.
someone that wants to jump with him.
Let's do it again.
I committed in a moment of just thinking,
She was
100%
in.
You haven't gone. I'll do it this time. And
now that I've seen people go.
I was like, I've seen people gone and survive that I know.
Yeah.
And now thinking about it,
we should look
it's
it
really
up.
not that bad. I think
odds,
my sister wants to go too, so she can go with you.
The odds that anything's going to happen to you are really small.
Yeah, it's
I looked it up.
super small.
Yeah,
It
like
is.
I didn't look it up, but
driving there in the car is more dangerous than jumping out of the plane.
Well, actually, it's 0.0007% chance of dying.
There you go. That's really, really.
that's less than
Is
your
it-
Nigeria.
That means there's still a chance, though.
Yeah.
3 in 30 million or something.
And usually it's experienced people, not first timers.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, they
People who-
said that most of that data came from one place that was just really bad at it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe don't go there for your
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time,
What is
Tasia.
this Did you say they had 100% success rate at the place you guys went to?
Of course they did.
Somebody said that, yeah.
Of course they say they do.
100%
Well,
sex
can
rate.
they lie about something like that?
I don't know. I guess you can do anything you want.
God.
Fake news. David's instructor was so funny. The Hispanic Colombian guy.
Oh yeah.
He started jumping in 1992 or something like that, and
That's a long time of jumping.
and he had something stupid. I want to say 20,000, but I don't think that's right. It was a lot
Probably.
of jumps, and he was laughing, and the things he was saying to Dave were wholly inappropriate
Yeah.
and funny on the way up there.
I couldn't really hear much because I was in the front, and you guys were in seats sitting.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sitting on the floor in my dude's lap, so I was
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
I was just. You don't want to put too much pressure on him because you're
Yeah.
this is weird.
Yeah.
So for 30 minutes, I'm sitting like this.
Comfortable.
Yeah, real comfortable.
he had Dave back up, and slide down his lap, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's a flashlight. That's a flashlight in my pocket. I forgot to take it out. It's just a flashlight."
The best is the story with Brian, because Brian likes to mess with everybody. So the guy that was jumping with him, comes up. He's like, "Hey, how much can I mess with this guy?" He says something else, but he's like, "How much can we mess with this guy?" I was like, "As much as you want." He goes, "It's funny.
That's the best.
Everybody said that." And so I guess at one point, you get in and you're not attached to the guy. Well, at some point they attach to you, and so I guess they're telling Brian, he's like, "Hey, I don't want to be by the door. I don't want to be by the door." Well, they put him by the door, and so I guess they're like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, look out." He doesn't let Brian know that he attaches him. He's like, "Hey, look out." And I don't know how high they were.
Brian said, "I don't want to look out," and the guy's like, "No,
Oh, yeah,
once in a
'cause they had the door
lifetime."
open,
Once-
right?
Yeah, he's like, once in a
Yeah.
lifetime, look out. So he looks out and he fakes like
Oh.
he pushes him. Well, then,
That's
so good.
God, I'm not going anymore.
That's so bad.
That's hilarious.
That's not.
well, then Brian goes to it's getting close to jump. So the guy's like, "Hey, I gotta cinch you down." So he's like, "All right, sit up in my lap and then slide down." And so he does. He's like, nope, you missed it. You got to do it again. And so he does it again. He's like, oh man. He's like, you got to get a little higher, go a little slower. And so he like just like keeps doing it. And Brian's like, man, what the hell are you doing? And he turns around and everybody's dying laughing, and they got cameras on him and everything. So it made Brian look like he's giving the guy a lap dance.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Man.
So good.
That was a great experience.
They were good dudes. Yeah, like I said, it was awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, but it was just so fast, and you're just kind of like, oh, all right.
It was a little anticlimactic at the end when you were down there at the end, because there was so much sensory overload and build up to it, and then you're done, and you're like, whoa.
Adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
Our next team building, though, I'm ready.
NASCAR?
Talladega.
Oh,
I think that's where we're going.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm ready.
I want to drive a car fast, real fast.
I'll probably still take it slow, but I want to do it anyways.
Tasia. I'll probably just drive slow.
Tasia is going
She's coming around at
65 miles an hour.
She's killing it.
She's not even breaking the speed limit.
She still hasn't got on the track.
There's
But she's having the
68.
most fun of anyone.
She's still at pit road speed.
Yes.
When you do those, do you go with somebody else with you, like a professional?
So there's a couple different options. I think there's one where you're by yourself completely, and you have a spotter in your ear, kind of telling you, "Hey, speed up, slow down, higher, lower, whatever." Or I think there's some that you have somebody in the car with you that could take over the car at some point.
Yeah.
I would be by myself.
Mike Mills did a deal. His wife got for their anniversary. We got to drive.
Yeah.
And got through the whole thing.
That's
Somebody
awesome.
talking in your ear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they told him,
That's cool.
you got a shift. So if you don't know how to shift, you're in trouble. You
Yeah.
can't drive a standard. And the guy was like, you kill it twice, you're done.
Done.
So don't kill it when you get in the car, kind of a thing.
That would be like, I've driven. That's what I learned to drive on, but I'd still be nervous. That's probably the most nervous I'd be. Is like, man, don't screw this up.
Yeah.
Right?
So besides just shifting, that's it. It's like a normal car. It's just really fast.
Fast. It's probably actually a little like the initial takeoff might be a little slower, especially at some place like Talladega. Most other places not, but Talladega has restrictor plates. If they're modern cars, so they have a restrictor plate on the carburetor, because at places like Talladega, Daytona, there's a couple other places, the cars are just too fast, and so they they at one point they used to let them get up to like 212, 214, and then they started regulating the cars. They still get up probably that fast when you get in a draft, but it's a more gradual.
That's so fast.
Yeah, it's fast. I'd say you probably, I think Billing said he got up to 180 or something like that when he did it.
How fast do you take the turns at?
What do you want?
100?
Yeah, well, so no, you apparently well, not apparently, but definitely at Talladega, it's so banked. So they said as you're driving, it looks like you're about to drive into a wall, and then the car just kind of slowly turns. And so you could be going at like 180 and not go off the track. I mean, the guys and girls when they race are at like probably 200, 205 going into those
Holy
corners,
cow.
inches from each other.
How fast have you gone
do you
in a
want,
car
Sam?
before, Tasia? I think I've gone like 100 maybe. But think about it, it's more than double that.
Record breaker.
Didn't you say something
Have
about
you gone 90?
about like their heart rates being super high?
Do what, man?
Like heart rates being super high the whole time?
So they had Jimmy Johnson with a heart rate monitor in one of the races, and I can't remember which race it was, but his was like average like 120, 130 for 2 or 3 hours, and then the car in those races are like 100 plus degrees, 150 degrees maybe. There's no AC.
Yeah.
And you don't want to put like, there's options to like pump air into the helmet and stuff like that. Problem is it takes volts away from the car and could create some drag that you don't want, especially at Daytona and stuff. You don't want that stuff in there.
So they're just sweating.
So they're just like, apparently there's been some people develop like body suits that have like cold water flushing through them. But that still takes power, and crew chiefs and stuff don't want you using them. So
So before we go, we have a couple days. We just practice, getting our shifts down.
Can you drive it?
it's not your shift necessarily; it's your clutch.
Yeah. My first car was standard.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I know how to drive,
Yeah.
but I feel like the clutch, because depending on what car you drive, the clutch will be shorter or
It's
longer.
different, yep.
So I don't want to mess it up.
Don't
One
mess it up.
chance.
Two
Yeah.
chances.
Chances.
Yeah, just let the clutch out slow and hammer it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you
take
just
it.
dump it.
Yeah.
I would just dump
go.
it.
Yeah.
Whop!
You're like, woo!
Yeah.
I'm going.
I can't wait. I don't know if we talked about going to Talladega. I don't know if we'll go to. Just like you can go to Talladega, Charlotte, Atlanta. I think Bristol does one. There's a bunch of different ones. I want to go to a bunch of them, but
Yeah, it'd be so
fun.
cool. Driving fast is probably my most favorite thing.
Yeah.
I love that. I went 119 today.
Yeah.
I did.
In a car simulator.
Yeah, in a simulator. Yeah, in my mind and in my heart. I went 119 today.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Disclaimer. All my children are grown. They're doing well. If I go, it's fine. We've got life insurance. We're fine.
We're fine.
That's
we're
what
fine.
all the wives were talking about.
Fine.
Oh, we didn't get into that. Are we getting into that? Jake?
What did they? Oh,
we're
Jake.
not getting into that.
Yeah, we need to get into that.
I think we do.
It's a good
everything's
lesson.
fine.
It's a good lesson.
It's a really good lesson.
Before we do that, this episode's brought to you by Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker analyzes your blood, DNA, and lifestyle choices to give you an ultra personalized nutrition plan so that you can meet your goals. They just recently launched a new immunity plan, which focuses on key blood biomarkers associated with immunity, stress, and sleep, so that we all have the ability to take control of our health in these unprecedented times, although we're coming out of it. Check it out at info.insidetracker.com/immunity strength. Link in bio.
Wow.
Boom. It's good stuff.
They'll
It's a
probably
good
get some
product.
knocks on it. We're not coming out of it, but
Yeah.
Jake.
Jake.
R.I.P. Jake.
What a good kid.
What a good kid, but what an idiot.
Yeah.
Truly.
I warned him.
I was surprised when he told me. Go ahead. I mean,
So we were having this meeting a couple weeks ago, and Brian's putting the idea out, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I'm in." And I said something about Brian's like, "Bring your plus ones or whatever," and I said something about Hillary, and Jake goes, "You're gonna bring Hillary?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I wasn't even gonna tell Nancy," and I was like, and Jake's not like that, which
No.
is like Jake is
This is a solid dude.
he
doesn't
like
make mistakes.
and he's not doing anything like
right.
dishonoring his family, but still tell your wife, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jake, that's playing with fire, bro. I was like, my dad's always told me it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. But my dad's also been divorced a couple times. I love him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do that. All right. Like when I was a kid, to him, when I I would ask for forgiveness versus permission. Granted, my parents were awesome. They never really, there was no limit on most of the stuff that I did. But it blew my mind. And so we get there and I'm like, did you tell Nancy? He's like, no. You serious, Clark?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I didn't tell her. I was like, yeah, you're playing with fire, buddy. Well, then we're all like signing in, doing our stuff, and I look over and Jake's on the phone, and you could tell he was just distressed. He walks up, he goes, well, Nancy figured it out. And I'm like, he's like, she tracked my phone and saw I was at an airport. I was like, eee.
Well, she like asked, like, what are you doing today? And he was like, oh, team building, going to Chattanooga, blah, blah. He just didn't. He was like, I didn't lie to her, but he
tell
didn't
the whole
really
truth.
tell
That's
the
what
whole
Dad
truth.
always told me. Don't tell. You don't have to tell the whole truth. You have to answer the questions correctly.
Yeah.
Once again, love my dad.
Yeah.
Good father.
Yeah.
Probably not the best husband. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna watch this. He's gonna get mad.
Well, Jake texted me and he said, who would have thought that going home was
Would
more
be
stress than jumping out of a plane?
I was more. Yeah, he said, "Who would have thought going home? I was more afraid of going home than I was jumping out of a plane."
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
But they got it sorted out.
Yeah.
I rode with him home and he was really nervous. We drove back and he was just like, oh, geez, like, I'm like, hey, you're fine.
He hung out here for a while
Did he?
before he went home.
Yeah. You went skydiving. You didn't have an affair.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
We're all good.
Yeah.
So he did jump though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
He'd done
that's
it
the
before,
funny
too.
part is.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets chewed out, or she's mad, crying, whatever. When they get off the phone, I'm like, and Hillary's there, of course, making it worse. She's like, she ended the phone call crying, and you're still gonna jump? He's like, yeah. Well, then we didn't get to jump, and so it was almost like he got in trouble for something he wasn't even gonna get to do.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
he texted her and was like, hey, we didn't get to jump, blah, blah, blah. Well, then he had to text her again and say, we're going to jump.
A roller coaster of emotion.
So bad. Yet so good. So,
Well,
yeah.
Well, at least she found out and he got to talk to her about it.
Yeah.
Because it's a cool experience. So
Yeah.
I don't know, like
You'd
how
want to
you.
talk to someone.
Yeah.
about
How do you
that.
hide? Like, oh.
And it's
So
just
sad that you-
yay!
Yeah, I had a great day. It was fun.
Yeah. He said he was going to tell her after
Oh.
when they got home, but she already found out, so he didn't have to.
There's David.
Oh.
Iced.
You want iced latte? There you go. Tasia's getting served coffee in here.
very likely to consume high
Why will
levels
it
of
not
caffeine.
open?
So.
That's weird.
It will.
There it is.
You're good. You're
Kristin,
good.
do you want yours ice?
Oh, I'll go hot. I'll go hot. Thank
Is
you.
it already hot? Yeah, I'll take it hot then. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're a dear.
Wow.
Wow, this is.
Look at
I
that.
feel like a princess.
And you got Starbucks, Jim.
I know. I did get nitro, and I like
I
it.
know,
Yeah.
this is trash.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get that
We're
here.
gonna get a nitro here. This is Samson, which I'm not a huge dark roast guy. It's not bad though.
I think that's what I have too, but mine's not snap chilled.
Yeah, this is like I said, it's not bad at all. We got the actual snap chiller from
Yeah. Brand new machine.
Elemental
That's cool.
Beverage Co.
Prototype.
Yeah, it's a prototype. It's pretty. It did it quick.
It's legit.
You weren't in there, were you, when we did
No.
it? Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's better than that. You won't have to keep redoing the thing.
I'll be excited when you get nitro.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's good.
Nitro would be nice.
All the equipment you got back there is legitimate. It's like first class.
Yeah, it's getting there.
We're not playing around.
No, we're gonna do it right. We may be out of business quick, but we'll have some cool stuff when we get done.
Well, just make sure before Chris leaves, that's
Yeah.
the guy who's running the place. We all know
Yeah.
what to do, so at least we can use it.
Yeah, at least we can use it. At least we have a cool setup for the gym, or for the podcast, I guess.
I told you I came in there the other day. I think I even said it, and he was really funny because he was just like, his eyes were so wide. He's like, I'm so caffeinated. He was like experimenting and messing with the machines.
Messing
back
with
there.
that the espresso machine. Yeah, I haven't really messed around with espresso a ton, so I don't know enough about it. Ben, you tried any more espresso out of that machine yet?
No, well, the stuff he gave me was really good.
Was it?
Yeah, like I told him, I told you I haven't had
Yeah.
I've had bad espresso, so
Yeah.
I know what that tastes like.
Right.
And that wasn't bad.
Right.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Yes.
yeah,
That's all I
like in
used to
London,
get.
that was terrible.
What?
When we got that iced espresso in London.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coffee and other, I haven't had a good experience with coffee anywhere but the U.S.
Yeah,
and usually
Australia.
just because
Really?
I make it myself. Yeah. Australia. Oh, well, the deal is all they make is Americanos. Technically, they call it long black. And I don't know. I would rather good like
I don't know, there's something
pour
about
over
it.
a nitro or something. I
It's
don't know.
making me sick.
Really?
I liked it.
Did you try to get coffee when you were in China?
No, I didn't drink coffee at that point.
China and I
Oh,
drank
yeah.
this coffee that you dissolve
Instant?
in boiled water.
Instant coffee. Nice.
Yeah.
You dissolve it in boiled water.
It
Okay.
was the only option we had.
Oh wow.
But
Instant coffee.
better than nothing.
They make that here. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah,
but
I've never had good.
They didn't have a microwave when we were in China. There wasn't a microwave, and we just had to boil water in like a pot or whatever.
Good times to reminisce.
It was.
about, huh?
It's crazy. Didn't have a
TBT.
microwave, but they had COVID.
TBT.
Oops.
TV.
Survived.
Oh my gosh,
Here it comes.
this is amazing! You're the best, Dave.
Thank you.
What do we have here?
Thank
so
you
what?
so
What
much.
is?
Ooh, buffalo
Tell us what they have.
Some lattes, right?
Lattes. Oak
Lattes.
milk lattes.
Lattes.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Try it out.
What do you think?
It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah. Did you make it?
Ooh, that's really good.
Good work.
It's, like I said, it's with
Flavor.
Samson.
Thank
Thumbs
you.
up.
Good work.
Thank you so much.
David.
Thanks, Dave.
Did you guys have this Bison stamp custom made or?
Yeah.
That's super
Yeah.
cool.
One side has easy on kicking in the nuts, man.
Oh wait, mine just has a.
Oh yeah,
Is that
they got
what
a
he
stamp
just
the other
said?
side.
Oh okay.
One side is Buffalo Brew, one side's the Buffalo.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Or we may just do one stamp on each, and you get what you
Yeah.
get.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like it.
Surprise.
Solid.
Yeah,
Quality
Like I
products,
said, it's
marketing?
Samson. Samson's a little.
The dark.
It's dark.
Oh, is it?
That's not your
Yeah.
favorite one.
Yeah, I drank it at first, and I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "It's a Samson." I was like, "Oh yeah." I've only had Samson, one bag of Samson. Reagan's my favorite. Roosevelt's good. Lincoln and Washington are really good too. So
How are you
Samson-
doing your coffee now? I mean, there's been an evolution now.
I've got that machine. It's a Breville or Breville. It's all right. I don't know. I go back and forth. I may do a couple of days this week. I was thinking about doing the AeroPress. AeroPress still makes the best coffee, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just got a new Keurig. Kristin bought a new Keurig,
Gross.
and she likes it. I
It
drink
just
it.
tastes like water to me.
It is not strong. Well, the new one has a strong
button.
so you
I
can
always
make
had
it
that.
stronger, and it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's
and you can
still-
also do iced.
Oh, like
Yeah.
it ices it down in the machine?
You can put ice in there, and
Oh.
and it'll do the whole.
Oh, it comes out hot. But not
It
ice.
comes out hot, but then goes into the ice.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
just
Isn't-
watered down coffee.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I'm just telling you.
She was really excited this morning when she had that thing out.
That's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah.
Man.
That's all that matters.
Well.
I have to put a lot of creamer in that to make it be something that I can do.
Sure.
I can't. I don't know. The more and more, even with that machine, I'm like, it's all right. It'll do. Just right now, the season that I'm in with getting kids up and going and all that stuff is fine, but I don't think it's still not that great. It's way better if you do it the right ways.
I have an old Keurig. Anybody need it? It's just sitting there now.
No, thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Ben, you need a Keurig machine?
I don't.
Okay.
Taft actually for Christmas bought me a Keurig latte machine.
Oh.
It's just a Keurig with a milk frother on the side.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, I guess
I
because
saw one of those.
I've used
lattes
it
are
3
froth
times.
milk. Is that what it is?
But it's pretty
yeah.
cool.
But it's
I've
cool.
never
Yeah.
actually had a latte.
I don't think you'd like it.
No,
What's in a latte? Milk and
Just
Yeah.
milk and coffee.
but it's frothed milk.
Espresso.
okay.
Yeah, but this kind of
Let me
milk only
take the
gets
lid
so
off, I guess.
frothy, you know?
Iced
Oh, I guess
iced
it gets a
lattes, Rich, are
good
really good.
froth.
Are they?
Yeah, at
It's
Dunkin',
really hot.
I get iced
I
latte,
think this is
extra
really
shot.
good,
It's good.
actually.
Ooh,
Because
that
it's not
sounds
too
good.
sweet. Sometimes it's like really sweet, yeah.
It just tastes like milk.
It might need a little more espresso. but-
Yeah.
Okay. Give them that feedback. We just need to know that.
Yeah. But yeah. Like, I don't know if he pulled one shot or
Right.
if it's a double.
Yeah.
It tastes like it's one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends on, what he's doing.
Okay.
Right.
So
Very
maybe
good.
you want a double shot espresso.
Gotta dial
Or
it
double
in.
double shot latte. See, that's the problem is I don't know anything other than black coffee.
So, yeah, because
Yeah.
I think usually with places like the small and medium-sized lattes have the same amount of shots. It's just more milk in the medium.
Okay.
So, yeah, usually the small is like a
Wanna
little
ask for an
stronger.
extra shot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. See, I know how to make black coffee a bunch of different ways, but I only know black coffee.
It's probably better that way.
I think
Better for you.
usually it's on average it's like 2 shots, even like a small, right?
Yeah,
I think that's
I
like
think so.
standard.
It's usually
And
double,
then
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, large is 3.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite
Favorite coffee?
Like
Dude,
way
the snap chilled.
Way, yeah.
The snap chilled.
Fresh coffee,
Yeah.
snap chill.
The Reagan.
Yeah. The Reagan's good, right?
Yeah. It's the best coffee, I think.
What's your favorite method?
AeroPress.
AeroPress.
Yeah.
Same.
Ever
man.
since you made me that coffee that day, yeah, never went back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard.
AeroPress is-
I've got this stuff. This
I actually
cheap
thought about-
$5.
I thought about making some
What is
cold
that?
brew,
Cold brew.
Reagan cold brew, and then I've got a little kegerator thing and making some nitro. Maybe one of these mornings for the morning.
I've always wondered if you took different beans and made cold brew from that, would it be? It'd probably taste different, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah,
Have
but
to.
nobody does
But-
that.
Well, the problem is they say with cold brew is you don't get the different flavor profiles. There's different flavor profiles, but it's not as vast of a change, I guess, as they are from hot.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can get really geeked out on stuff when you start like looking into it and reading it, and there's like you can change how long you roast it, you can change the temperature that you roast it, you
Yeah.
can change the ratio. So it's kind of cool if you have the time to do that,
Right.
but you don't have the
It
time to do
becomes
that.
like a hobby.
Yeah, for sure. So we got like different recipes and different all that type of stuff.
Exciting stuff.
Coffee.
Love coffee.
does Trice still wake up at 5 a.m. and bang his head on the wall?
He hasn't. Trice was the last one up this morning, which was big. Maybe we've turned a corner. Violet's up. She was up at 6:30, 6:45, just being obnoxious. And then I try to like. Usually that
Is
time.
she obnoxious?
She's just.
She's the sweetest.
I was wondering what
gonna
her
say.
morning routine is.
She's pretty obnoxious in the morning. Like not like bad.
She took
No,
this picture
just-
of me
Oh,
today
nice.
with
Yeah,
my
she
phone.
loves phones.
Oh, beautiful. She's on her way to being a photographer.
She's
I
obnoxious.
was like, that's me trying to breathe. I'm
She's like,
fighting for air, and
When-
I look over and she's got my phone.
Taking pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows how to do that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. At 3 or at 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she gets up, she's pretty obnoxious to try to get everybody up. She'll come down there and try to lay with you and just put her butt in your face, and
She's doing whatever it takes.
she's obnoxious. Yeah.
But with a
Problem is,
smile.
like where I've been getting up early, I have to pee at like 6:15 always, and like I'll wake up and no kids are up, so I'll try to fall back asleep and you can't. But then I'll go to pee, and as I'm coming back, I hear Violet, so I try to like sneak back in to sleep to where she doesn't see me, so she won't get up and try to come down there and wake me up. So, yeah,
Yeah. It's good stuff.
yeah.
Gotta be a ninja.
I would imagine like one wakes up, the next one wakes
Always.
up, the next one.
Always. That's the hard part, especially because all of ours sleep in the same room with us ever since the tornado stuff happened. Hillary's
Trice
pet-
still does too.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
Does he nap in his room still?
If he naps, sometimes he may fall asleep on the couch. We're not the best at like, hey, nap time, go lay down. It's like, hey, you want to lay down and watch a movie? If you fall asleep, great. If not, let's just chill out for a little bit. That's more of our style.
He wasn't having a good day yesterday.
No,
that's why I was asking. I wondered if maybe he woke up too early or something.
So the problem with yesterday was he got woken up, he got woken up. I was trying to sneak out to the barn for morning sesh, and he had just woken up. Usually he needs a couple minutes to like sit on the couch, process it. So I laid him on the couch, but he heard me go out, so he wanted out. Well, then it was just full on, just
he crapped like 5 minutes.
Snowball.
And then he circled the barn in his tractor like 3 times.
Yep.
Just looking at you.
Yep. Just staring at you.
That was really funny. I'd look up and he'd just be driving by. You know, his like eyes are still kind of puffy from crying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he's not having a good day.
That's Trice. Yeah, he's usually, if he wakes up good, he's good. If he does not wake up good, it's not fun. Which I guess is any kid or any person. But
Rowan's like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she wakes up in bad mood, it's bad till nap time.
Yeah. Yeah. If they wake up on their own, they're usually pretty good. If they get woken up, it's not good. That's usually the way it works. Same for me, you know?
Yeah. I on a different note, to shift gears, I installed a clear rear this week.
Bidet.
Yeah.
Jim has a
It's
bidet.
been fantastic.
Oh, how is it going?
Do
Do you love it?
I love it.
Does it sprays water and then air?
No, just water. There are 2 angles. One for, let's see, how do I say it? Because I'm a little embarrassed to even talk about it, but I think it's hilarious.
No, it's normal.
There's one for the front, and then there's one for the back.
Okay.
There you go.
Male and
And you
female.
can control this, or it just
Yeah,
does
there's
what
like
it does?
there's a little button, and it controls the pressure.
The
And
water comes from the tank.
there's like a jet,
Yeah.
and it just points up, and you turn the pressure on, and it just shoots.
Do you connect
But
it?
where does the water come from?
Yeah, do you
Oh, yeah,
connect
yeah.
it from
I'm
the wall, or does it come from
Yeah, there's the way it's set up. They have all the plumbing that you need to connect it to your water lines.
Oh,
Okay,
It's
so you
very
connect,
easy.
Is it like put a little splicer on the
Yep.
water line? One goes there, one goes
Yep.
there. Nice.
I bought 2 of them, one for both bathrooms.
Yeah.
And Kristin refused.
I said I would like to try it, but I couldn't do it because my kids. Trice
Right.
would be drinking out of it.
Yeah, for sure. It would
That's so true.
be a perfect drinking.
It's accurate. Like,
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're not sitting on it and you turn it, it just shoots out.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like-
gosh, yeah.
Do you think it's like working effectively?
I have.
How do you feel?
how's your toilet
Tell us
paper
more.
consumption?
Like, I never felt cleaner.
Yep.
Okay.
Honestly, which is nice. And you don't use any toilet paper hardly. It's just about patting it dry.
This is what we need, 2020.
You're just done.
A bidet. That's what
Yeah.
it's called, right?
Well, I think a bidet is.
Yeah.
It's
the
similar.
fancier word.
It's
Yeah.
like a similar thing, right?
Yeah. So I was like, it was really, the first time was really startling because I didn't have the pressure right.
Oh,
And honestly, I've never
geez.
had
Is it
anything.
like a pressure washer?
Listen, I've never had something. I'm
Yeah.
just being honest.
Yeah.
Please take your kids away
Yeah.
for just a second.
Close your
1001.
earmuffs.
I've never had something touch my butthole like
Yeah.
that. All right. So that pressure hits you, and you just
Other
kind
than the
of
splash every once in a while when you
Right.
hit a big turd. Yeah.
right, right.
So what's that called?
Where is this
The
going?
one I bought was called Clear Rear.
Clear rear.
I have
Clear
one. Do you
rear.
want one? I have 2.
I'm,
And Kristin did not want to put the other one on her toilet, so you
has
may.
it been used?
No, it's brand
Okay.
new. It's in the box.
It
Maybe.
wouldn't matter if it's been used anyway. It's not touched
Well,
his
let's
butt.
put it back here and just try it out.
We can try it. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, is that unsanitary? Like, is it clean all the time?
It's a
Yeah,
clear
it,
rear.
It even has a like.
Yeah.
It goes in your toilet, so you would clean it. You know, it fixes to the toilet, and it has
I don't
an
know if that's
actual.
something you want to use as a community, though.
Well, you can clear it too. You can clean it every time. So there's
It's
a
not touching you.
No.
No,
water.
but
touching you.
Just the water sprays
know, it just
into
seems
your
kinda
butthole.
Yeah,
Bring it in.
yeah. So
Tasia's ready.
I mean,
So-
I'm willing to try it. So,
I was
Ben will
seriously.
try anything
Where'd you
once.
get it? Amazon?
Anything.
Jim?
except skydiving.
Did you get
I
it
will
on
never
Amazon?
skydive.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Never.
they were really expensive. I started
know.
looking for it because I heard it
Yeah.
advertised on another
I just-
podcast. And this company, Clear Rear, who is not a sponsor of ours,
We've got to start working on that.
I know. It was $89 for 2 of them.
That's
and I was like, I can
a
do that.
steal,
And
because
it
it's
was
like
easy
thousands for a bidet or something,
really?
right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like the market right now for that would be
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
'cause
I don't
the
know.
toilet
Yeah,
paper.
because
It's wonderful. I feel great.
Well, that's great stuff.
Good to
Yeah.
hear. Thanks for sharing.
Okay.
And sharing.
Sharing and
And
sharing and sharing. I thought it would add to the podcast. Am I sorry? Was I wrong?
No, that was great.
I thought that was funny.
That was good.
It was great.
I liked it.
So let me know, Ben. I'll bring the other one in if you need it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Get you going.
Kettlebros popcorn has mastered the perfect protein snack with a mix of sweet and salty kettle corn and a protein-packed drizzle. The newly released line of protein-packed popcorn has 40 grams of protein per bag. And available in 3 delicious flavors. Go follow them on Instagram at Kettlebros and use the discount code Froning for 10% off the entire order at kettlebros.com.
Just eat a bag of that post-workout.
No joke. Because
Yeah.
you would eat the whole bag.
Yeah.
I would. I do.
That's legitimately delicious.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
So,
That's
hey,
yes.
we might have some calves pretty soon. We thought maybe this morning we were going to have one.
Really?
Yeah. Froning Farms calves.
It's getting ready to happen.
Yeah, we've got a couple that are pregnant and showing signs of imminent danger.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's going to be a
Can't
whole
wait
new
to
I mean,
see
this
experience.
morning we all saw it. She was like,
Excited, no.
this
Calf.
one was kind of,
I could tell she was weird out there.
yeah, she was like standoffish. She was laying around a lot. I thought, all right, maybe we're going to do it. She didn't do it. So,
Is there a time frame? Is it like
It's now.
soon?
Now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's some things you can look at to see,
Yeah.
which you probably won't get into on here, but
Yeah. I know about that.
She's showing a couple signs, and then there's 2 or 3 others that are showing some signs, and a couple that even look like it'll be soon enough for them too. So
That's cool.
yeah, they say anytime from end of May till 1st of July is kind of your window, and then you may have some that were bred late as well too. They say, and they'll have a random like calf in the winter or something, which isn't optimal, but it'll happen.
Wow.
Is it possible for them to have like twins or triplets, or is it
It's
just one?
possible, but the people that we got ours from said they've never once had that happen. He's been doing it for 25 or 30 years. He's got
Oh, wow.
like 80 or 90 head, so could happen, but I don't know. 34, old Betty, she looks like she's about ready to pop. She's got,
Wow.
she's ready to go.
Wait, she's got a name?
Yeah,
Old Betty?
Betty, Black Betty, AC, the Winter Skinner song. Yep. Then we have Buck Cherry. You can figure that
Okay.
out on your
Yeah.
own. There's
Yeah.
a Buck Cherry song.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you did start naming them.
Kind of, yeah. Only ones with like personality. There's a couple that just kind of blend together. Like I can kind of tell them apart. Then we have Lucy. Lucy's the real small one, 14.
Okay.
She just kind of has this sweet personality, and she always gets her butt kicked, so we just call her Lucy for some reason. Lakeland really liked that name. I don't know, so we call her Lucy. And then obviously we have Custer.
Hillary's still feeding them every day. Is that like
Every day, probably 5 days a week, she's out there trying to get them to like her. So
It seems like it's working.
they've chilled out a lot and like come up to the fence now,
Yeah.
and she's done a good job with it. But she's wants to be able to pet them.
All right. Can you cannot pet them, or you can? Like, will they walk up and
You can sneak
do-
your hand in there,
Okay.
but I wouldn't recommend petting
Okay.
them.
So
Chase
it's not
tried
like a
to.
horse.
Yeah, no. What you do is you kind of get them to concentrate on the bread, and then you try to like
Okay.
every once in a while, Custer, if he's in a decent mood, you can kind of like brush on his head, and he'll not
Really?
try to jerk your.
God, that's a giant animal.
Yeah, I
so
actually met
big.
him for the first time
so
this
big.
weekend. Yeah, it was
So
cool
big.
to see him. That was the closest I've seen him.
Yeah, he's big.
But him and BB, it seems like they're the only ones who get bred at the fence. At least when I was there.
Now
The
there's
ones who
a
throw.
lot more that are starting to come up
Come
to the
up?
fence. Yeah,
brave.
since Hillary's
Yeah.
been doing it, and then
That's cool.
you'll have to like chuck it out so you can kind of disperse the herd a little bit, and then like with Lucy, she'll sit in the back, so I'll ball it up and just chuck it to her, and then sometimes if there's nobody around her, she'll get it. But they all try to like push her around. So
Oh wow.
yeah, she's probably my favorite. Lucy's probably my favorite.
How old is Custer? Do you know?
Custer's I think 5, 6 maybe.
How
Yeah.
old do
So he's
they
pretty
live?
young in bison life.
25 to 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in captivity they could live a long time.
Wow.
All the other ones are probably under 3. So
So, yeah,
And so can
yeah.
Yeah.
so can the males produce like their whole life, or is there like a time
There's
frame?
probably a window. What you do is every 3 years you rotate your bulls though, because then they start. You don't want them to like breed with their kids, and so every 3 years you either rotate, or you harvest your bulls.
Or fix them. Is that a thing?
You don't want to castrate a bull. Apparently, if you do it too late, like you don't want to do that, they'll pretty much die. You can do it when they're super young.
Oh,
But,
wow.
yeah, it's just so much stress. Those things are high stress.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, so every 3 years you want to rotate your bulls.
Do you just like trade them with someone?
Trade them,
Yeah, that's
sell
cool.
them, buy a new one.
That's kind of sad though, because then Custer will leave.
Custer be gone. Probably 3 years. Yeah. Yep. He'll probably go back to where he came from though, because they were like the lady there wants him back, so he's basically on loan to us
Oh,
for
that's cool.
3 or 4 years. So we were
Oh,
like,
that's interesting.
sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
and maybe get one of their bulls or something. I don't know.
Right.
How do the white bison? How does that happen?
White?
Yeah. How do they turn?
There's a couple
white?
different options or a couple of different ways it happens. It could be albino, could be a genetic thing, or it just could be that they have a very small percentage of cow DNA. So back in the early, conservation years, or even like out west, they tried to crossbreed cattle and buffalo to make like a super animal, because bison are so hardy and so just tough, and cattle kind of aren't. So they try to crossbreed them, and so a lot of the white ones have like a very, very small, percentage of cow DNA, like a Charolais cow, and so every once in a while they'll throw a white cow.
I couldn't remember. I
white
remember
buffalo.
that day.
Some there are. There's albino ones for sure, but they're more real white. The other ones are kind of.
Have you seen one?
Oh yeah, really? That farm that we have, or we got ours from here in town, Lazy G. They have. So he has like 2 herds. He has one herd that's genetically pure on one side of the road, and then he has what kind of like the island of misfit toys on the other side.
Oh wow.
And there's a lot of there's 6 or 7 white ones on that side. Yeah.
He said the Native Americans come there to.
Yeah, they love them.
Do their thing.
Yeah, because they think spirit, spirit animal.
Right.
She said that a Native American came out and was like, "You mind if I sing to him?" And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead." She said, "Start singing," and they all laid down. Every single one in the herd laid down.
That's cool.
She said it was the most crazy thing. She's like, hair standing up on the back of her neck.
Wow.
I don't know.
Where's Kiki? He said he's looking for his sister.
Oh, and he's gone.
Just like that.
So
He's totally been following around the whole time.
she said it was incredible.
That's powerful.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Wow.
But yeah, they're fun. Speaking of that, you got sticks, bars, apparel. I got some new hats coming out. FroningForums.com. Where we at, Ben? How long?
56 minutes.
Getting there. Affiliate program launched.
Brand new.
Brand new. Darren's running that. Mayhem affiliate programming launched June 1st. The programming is led by Darren Hunsucker, the winningest coach in CrossFit history, and vetted through Tasia, Jake, and myself. This is the exact program our CrossFit Mayhem members in Cookeville use and have followed for years, and is posted at CrossFitMayhem.com. You will get to follow 2 to 3 weeks behind, so we can improve the workouts even more to give you the CrossFit Mayhem fitness experience at your own gym, wherever you are. We include daily coaching videos, programming notes, warm-ups, cool-downs, and more exclusive content and offers. Check out CrossFitMayhem.com/programming to get your gym on our programming and join the Mayhem athlete family. Jake just restructured everything, too, on the Mayhem athlete side. So basically, you have different tiers, and different tiers give you access to a couple different programs. So you're not just paying for compete, and that's all you get. So if you get compete, you have access to strength, what's Rich doing, aerobic capacity, all that type of stuff. So pretty cool. Jake, good idea by those guys.
Is What's Rich Doing still happening in July?
Train with Rich?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. The weekend
I said it
out.
wrong.
It's
Train
sold
with Rich.
out already. So
Really?
Wow, that's great.
Nice.
Was it 12th, 10th, 11th, 12th?
something like that. Yeah. So we're looking at doing another one in September. Stay tuned for the dates on that as
That's
well.
awesome.
Yeah. So be fun. It'd be a good time. Probably swim at Dad's Pond or at Bob's.
That was fun last year.
Yeah, it was good.
Sold out.
Sold out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Wow.
A little surprised.
That's always the most fun.
Yeah,
they're
I like
good.
that.
And last year too at the swim, we gave them options and you don't have to swim, but pretty much everyone
Everybody swam.
swam,
Yeah.
which was kind of
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, you can stand up everywhere in Dad's Pond, so that helps. But yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Was I not there?
I think you're away.
Yeah, I was somewhere else.
you were gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Was
So
she
new
going?
with Mayhem Apparel.
What?
Mayhem Apparel?
Mayhem Apparel. That was my next note, man.
Wow.
The new women's stars and bars tanks are back in stock.
Ooh.
New Freedom 2020 tropical shirts just released in Heather Aqua.
Ooh, that's
I don't even know what that means. Workout sponsor shorts getting restocked. Workout shorts with just the M plus Galatians logo restocked. We now carry Reebok Nano X's in the store. New men's tank coming soon. New tie-dye line coming soon. And I'll read this next one just because it's there.
Oh!
New Rich Froning underwear line coming soon.
What?
JK.
Oh.
Just reading the notes,
Oh, that's
man.
awesome.
Just reading the notes. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming up. Dre's working on that. Ben, you're not printing stuff anymore, huh? You're not back in the sweatshop anymore?
No, I'm back. I'm making some Red Prey shirts.
Oh, okay.
And the tie-dye stuff.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a mask?
I got a respirator, yeah. But Senior put me in 2 vents, so I don't need it anymore.
Oh,
Nice.
that's great.
Yeah.
First class.
Yeah.
Very nice.
back when Ben used to wear his ventilator, he looked like. Did you ever watch Zootopia?
I've seen Zootopia,
Yeah.
You know the sheep
Yeah.
that's like making the nightshade or whatever? That's what Ben used to look like.
I've
Yeah.
never seen
I was
that.
always worried
It's not
about
safe.
that mask.
Well, when I first started printing back there, like a lot, I'd walk out in the gym to like the vending machine, my mask and my gloves on. And this was right when COVID was hitting big, and everybody was like, are you like scared of getting COVID?
Yes,
and
I
I
am.
was just like,
But truthfully, you were or are.
Yes.
I warned you.
I'm not. We're not getting into that.
Yeah. Be nice when that's in the.
We're at 1
the
hour,
past.
so
Huh? We're at 1 hour.
yeah, that would take another
You don't
hour
want to talk about? You want to talk about you have any other conspiracy theories? What do you think about SpaceX?
I think it's pretty cool. Elon Musk is behind that. It's not NASA ran.
Okay.
Right.
So you don't have any conspiracy. Do you
Joint-
think we landed on
joint
the moon?
partnership?
I was this is really weird. So last night, this is what kept me up last night.
Okay.
So me and Tabitha,
Please tell.
I just decided to look at pictures. I never really looked at pictures of it. So I looked at pictures.
This literally last night.
Yeah, this is last
Wow,
night
that's crazy.
At midnight. Yeah, and I was like, man, it just looks fake. Like because it's old pictures, you know.
Yeah.
I believe we went there,
Yeah.
but
you think
the
pictures are
conspiracy
staged?
that the pictures are fake, I could see that.
They may have staged some of the pictures trying to market it or advertise it. I've heard this.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's
Can you
it's
like,
interesting to look
Can
into.
you use a telescope or anything and see if there's an American flag planted on the moon? Did we?
The American flag, no. So
Did
the
we
American
take
flag
that?
is too small, but apparently you can zoom in and see like space junk on the moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you could also just launch that there. I'm not a conspiracy theorist whatsoever.
No.
If Ellie was here, I would be a conspiracy theorist, and I would tell her that we didn't land on the moon. I think we landed on the moon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if she was here, I would say we didn't.
Yeah.
But
Well, I was thinking about too. It's really crazy to think that we did that. You
it was
know,
pretty
in
crazy,
the 60s.
especially with the technology then.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Seriously.
It's insane.
Yeah, that people were willing to get into that kind of stuff and
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, they were-
All right, well, we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed even
Just
riskier.
yep, let's go.
Yeah.
Might not make it back.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Do we have any other conspiracy theory? No, we should probably do one on a podcast. What, you got one?
No.
A
You got another
conspiracy
one?
theory.
I mean, one that I don't believe it.
What?
Real.
Which one?
The one that wasn't Ben arguing this, 9/11.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
not getting into
9/11's
that
a big
one.
one.
We're not getting into that one.
It's
Not on this
unpatriotic,
podcast. That's un-American.
Brian
Yeah,
says.
that's un-American.
What'd you say?
It's
unpatriotic.
Oh,
unpatriotic.
I know.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
let's not do
I'm
that.
not getting into that one.
No, let's not do that.
All I'm gonna say is I love my country, not my government.
Should we end the podcast?
And we're done forever. We're done forever. Actually, podcast
We have to
is
cut the end.
podcast is over.
I can't take. That's somebody said that. That's a
I know,
quote.
I know.
That's not me.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I wish I could tell you who. I just don't know.
I understand. I understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah,
I get it.
But we're now
But-
we're censored. We're never going to be
that's
on.
it.
They're now taking all of our stuff off of iTunes and
YouTube
Ben.
and
YouTube. Thanks, Ben.
been
Now
real.
we're thanks. My kids are going to be homeless now. Thank
They're
you.
gonna starve.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. With that, we're sorry, Big Brother. Anybody who's listening, we're sorry. So please take it out on Ben.
His
And
name is Ben.
And his Ben Davidson. What's your middle name? Benjamin. Not.
he's like, nah.
No. It's my last podcast, guys. I'm gonna be sick next week.
All right. CrossFitMayhem.com, FroningFarms.com, MayhemMindset.com.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yep.
New stuff?
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Let's do it. All right. Peace.